You might remember this little girl from 2018 flexing about how rich she is, how poor everyone else is, how she has luxury cars and clothes and houses, which later proved to be all fake. That's why you shouldn't believe everything you see on the internet. But anyways, she was the little girl known for being really obnoxious about her wealth, and she was also associated with people as Bad Baby, Malu Cervejo, and Wo Vicky.
I found out I was black,
so generally problematic people. So apparently she just turned 18th on July 29th, which would be very recent. To get directly to the point, she has been taunting this whole concept of, should I drop the link for my 18th birthday. If you still don't get what I mean, she wants to drop an OF. Obviously, that is well known for mostly explicit content. Lil Tay started her career. She was I believe 9. Long story short, her 5 minutes of fame died down. She's also seen that because there was a point where she faked her death, and many believed it was an attempt to get her clout back and release music. This was back in 2023, so she would have been 15 or 16. Shortly after, now that she's 17, about to be 18, you can see on her Twitter that she's taunting an OF.
So it's my 18th birthday on July 29th, and every male has been counting down to it and literally telling me to drop the link the second I turn 18. Girlies, what do you think? Should I do it?
Now, I can't tell if she's baiting or not. I'm pretty sure this has to be some trolling because she does have a past of trolling, or I think that she knows that it's inherently predatory, but she still does it. Anyways, before I continue, I just want to say I have nothing against adult sex workers, okay? They are still human and still deserve to be treated like you and me. Nothing less than that. But the issue here that a lot of people have is that the objective is inherently predatory. The whole concept of this is barely okay. I am freshly 18. I am an adult barely, not even 2 minutes ago. And that is what these thousands of people, with the main demographic being men, are getting off to. You see the difference there? The same thing happened to Bad Baby, where right when she turned 18, maybe a few days later, but still very, very close to her 18th birthday. Hold up, bitches. Before I continue, I just want to say I know my wig is falling off. Don't comment shit, okay? I know, I'm embarrassed. She also gained millions of dollars super fast off OF. The main source of the people who were buying it were mostly men. Men that saw her grow up. Men that knew her when she was 13 on the Dr. Phil show. And that were fantasizing about her since that day. So Lil Tay isn't the first young woman to do this. I highly doubt will be the last. I really hate to say that, but I highly doubt she will be the last. I think the exact same thing will happen to Piper Raquel because her birthday is right around the corner.
What to do anymore, on the internet, because people think that I get told what to do by people surrounding me, but it's more the internet telling me this is what she's gonna do when she turns 18. This is what she does. She does this on purpose. They tell me how to feel. I'm sure they do with you guys too. It's not just a me thing.
If you don't know who she is, to wrap it up, she's just known for being sexually exploited by her family, I believe it is. And she is still a minor. For some reason, she was invited to the Bop House, already has suspicious knockoff OF sites, posts exclusive content for a really high price. Anyways, back to Lil Tay. I don't even know if this is legal because she was still 17 when she was talking about this. She was posting about releasing spicy content. Even though she didn't actually do it until she was 18, it's still disturbing hearing a child publicly talk about themselves being a sex worker. She asked if she should drop a link, what the public thinks about it. 100K people, with the majority of them being no, have voted. Then make this tweet saying that if this post gets 10K likes, she'll seriously consider making the OF. It's just a lot of taunting here. All 19K of you bitches really encouraging a minor to do sex work. All of y'all need to be locked the fuck up. Fast forward a few days later, one of her tweets on August 2nd saying, I'm 18 now. Where are my pay pigs? I don't even want to read the comments because I know I'm gonna get fucking mad.
Y'all already know what the fuck going on. Lil Tay's dropping the youngest link of the century. Mark your calendars tomorrow, 3 p.m. EST. And nobody, including my family, including the grown-ass haters, is gonna stop me. You know why? Lil Tay rich and finna get richer, bitch.
I don't know if she realizes this, But I just want to put it out there for anyone who is seeing this and wants to do sex work and gets encouraged to do OF because of videos like this, because I know a lot of people don't know this. Again, I am not against sex workers. Like, if that's what you want to do, okay, you go do that. I'm not going to shame you. I'm not going to judge you. I'm not going to dehumanize you, especially that I am a very openly sexual person too. I don't have an OF. I'm not a sex worker, but I just hope it's well known that sex work isn't just pop your tits, pop your pussy, show your dick, and bam, $1 million in front of you right now. You're going to be having money and popularity all over the place. That's not what it is. There is a lot of taking advantage of. There's a lot of sex trafficking. There's a lot of discrimination, stalking, harassment, STDs, harder access to healthcare, mental health issues, issues with the future employment. That's what happens to these sex workers. Yes, there are instances where people are very successful. They gain a lot of financial power. But I want to say almost all the time that is because they already have a following. Like, they have a reason many people are subscribing to specifically them. Average Stacy, who works at Best Buy, who makes an OF, is much more likely to get just minimum wage off of OF, even less. Even if she pops her whole 42 times in a row and does it all over again every single day, now she's starting to realize she's not going to be earning much income off OF that she's been doing for 5 years with no other following. She deletes her account, but those videos, those explicit pictures are still on their internet forever. Or anybody who wants to do sex work, like, just do what you want with that information. Anyways, I bring it up because it's very influenced to do something really dangerous, because the main media only shows the success side of it, the peaches and cream side of it. She then officially releases the leak. And this is where it gets even more disturbing, stating that all her content was made right at the very start of her birthday, 12:01 a.m. So this is technically legal and it wouldn't be considered CP. My thing is, like, even if that is still the case, like, you filmed all your content like right when you were 18, something still doesn't add up, because it takes days to verify an OF account, meaning that her or someone else made an account while she was still 17, then continued to release it on her 18th birthday publicly. The only way I can think of that potentially verifies her account quicker is that if she had connections with like OF or higher ups and the large amounts of money she can bring to them, because OF keeps a percentage of your income. I think it's 20%. This is a screenshot of her bio on her little account, okay? Freshly 18. Don't tell my mom. My 18th birthday exclusive shots at 12:01 a.m. Only available for 24 hours. Come see me in all my birthday suits. Replying to all DMs. I'm sorry, she looks like a child in that profile pic. Just to be clear, I'm not mad at Lil Tay for doing this. She's been abused and forced into a bunch of stuff, and obviously that fucks up your mental state. I'm mostly mad at the people, men and women, encouraging her to do this and paying to see her content. I've seen a comment saying that, like, when she's older, probably like 30 or 35, she's probably going to release a documentary about how the adults in her life just didn't treat her right and how she was exploited at a very young age. And I wouldn't be surprised if that happens, because it has happened before to many people who grew up in the spotlight. I don't even know how people can like meme on this or say they did it as a joke. Like, shut the fuck up. Here's her picture of her financial analytics. A majority of the income coming from subscriptions. The rest would have been in tips, in messages, or posts themselves. One more video I want to show and talk about is from Twitter. I'm not sure who the guy in the back is, but this is what Lil Tay has to say.
Why are you on live and telling people you're gonna drop a fucking link?
So I'm just gonna disappoint everybody that's been waiting since 2023 and even 2018 by not.
Bro, what in the Americanized fucking capitalistic shit is this?
Capital what? Everything is about the bag. Are you for real?
Everything's about
Get
the
out.
bag.
It is about the bag. You're just mad that you're broke. You're mad that no agency came to you before your 18th birthday and said, hey, we'll give you 30 to 40 mil to drop a link. Am I right or am I right?
Really? That?
I can't tell if she's at least partially rage baiting or trolling, which I want to say is because she does have a past of trolling, but saying, I don't want to disappoint the people who have been waiting since 2018. You're worrying about disappointing people who seriously would have wanted to hurt you when you were looking like this. I can't. She has to be joking. Like, And before y'all go in the comments typing me a paragraph being like, she's an adult, she can do whatever she wants. Yeah. I understand that, okay? She is an adult now. But that's not the problem. Again, I do not have anything against sex workers. The problem isn't the fact that she is a sex worker now. It's the nature and the whole objective of somebody being freshly 18. Like, you're barely legal. This wasn't allowed literally 2 minutes ago. That's the whole kink. That's the whole concept. And that is sad. That is so sad and so disgusting. The fact that the people subscribing to this, seeing her when she was 9, 10, 11, just waiting for that day to see her explicitly from the day she was 11 years old. That's the problem here. I hope you guys see the difference. And it's not her fault, okay? It is never the child's fault for being sexual at a young age. Never. I don't care what y'all say. It is never the child's fault. Do you guys see where I'm coming from? It's not the fact that she is an adult making her own decisions. That is not the problem here. The problem is the other nature to this, the predatory nature to this. I hate to sink in the fact that these are not just people online. These are 100,000 people walking upon us every single day. Without knowing, we could be walking right past a person who is eyeing a little girl at 9 years old, waiting for this specific day to come by. With a majority of the demographic being men who pay to see this, these are our brothers, our sons, our fathers, could even be your friend, was waiting for that little girl to grow up. I'm done talking about this. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day or night. Be sure to subscribe. Help me help you figure out what we'd like to talk about. Bye, guys.